The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Four quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. Returns looking good so far. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
Straight to the air they go. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Eagles force the turnover on the first series of this game.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for them. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
First down, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third down, here's Williams. He finds Fant. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
It's fourth down.
They'll run for this. There he goes on the right side. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Dropping back to throw. We just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to get a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. To the air, third and long. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They are throwing it again. Able to get it to Moore. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now. Looking to the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play block, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And he's got a free play here. He has the first over the middle. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. running it after the penalty. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 22 on second down. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. He'll throw it. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Max Melton with the INT. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Low, low. Hot, hot.
Running this one left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense in the hurry up here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Takes this one at the 40. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Rams will be loving their field position they have to begin this drive. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Slot man motioned over. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, or it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He's going to throw this one. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. 7-0 is our score. More from this one right after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. On his Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams tie this game 7-7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Another carry for him. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Working quickly here. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They give it to him again. He's got to gain a 6 there. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, Williams. Wilson's got it. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Working from the gun, Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. Catch made over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. 2nd and 10 now. Dumped off to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space. It was all about his athleticism after that.
Williams to throw on 3rd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. Picked up by the Rams. And the Rams have the football back deep on their own side. They're at the 5-yard line.
You know what? Everybody loves a good lateral, right? They're great in the turkey bowl. They're great in the backyard growing up as kids. They're great on the hook and ladder. But in execution, they're incredibly risky. There's a reason you so rarely see them in the NFL. It's because they are a prime opportunity for a fumble and an easy recover for the defense.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Throwing now, off play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
Let's go. Top row 18. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They'll throw it. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He has it at the 33. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Williams on the play action. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
Ready up.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down.
Set. Ready.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He sends this one to the end zone. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. PAT effort coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. This return starts at the 5. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Pass play coming here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
3rd and long for him here. Able to find Nakua here. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw by Williams. Pass it down close. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Palmer coming in motion left. It is cut left side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And it's caught, touchdown! The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Putting a receiver in motion. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
On the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, that crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down with that play, that check down, taking some big yards.
They send a tight end in motion. They'll run here on first down. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Offense up to the line fast.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get this down to the 40. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Got it. Ready?
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Hey, check that, street.
Going left side, Williams with it. And they were all over that reverse. He's tracked down behind the line.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down.
Go!
Williams from the gun. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. That's him 17 yards on 4th down. It gets them the first. Throwing now from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Seven pirate. 70 range.
Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Okay, ready?
The Rams got 6 DBs out there for this 3rd down call.
Ready? Hot, hot. Go!
Williams will look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready, go. Ready.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
18 run. 18 run.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Williams with 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Returning it from the 4. Good. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throwing this back in the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
To throw, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Fast.
Working quickly here.
A 7-yard loss brings up third down.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Brushes him off with ease. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And now they face second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Trap 60. Shut up.
Another throw here on second down. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense.
And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles make it a 24-point ball game. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. They go play action here. Able to get it to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Rams have it, but their postseason run in jeopardy as they trail. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Go.
From the 29. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here's a give on 1st and goal. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Sidney Brown makes the play. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he turns a little room into a gain up to the 17. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the pistol, Williams. He put everything he had into this one. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Rams, they're going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked on a guy out, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up. Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
On 1st down, they'll run. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Back to the well again. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, Williams. Escapes the pocket. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Let's go now.
Running back, motioning right. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. And he's tackled for a short gain. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Hits his running back. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a...
And they pick him off again. Max Melton with the INT. And the Eagles, they're going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Handoff to the back. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They've got to keep moving quick here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Williams throwing on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Looking slant route, complete. Down the left sideline he goes. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
1st down from the red zone. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Now looking to throw. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He can't hang on to the pass. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On fourth down, it's Williams. He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. Full extension, and he brings it in. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Orlando.